Dear participants of today's European Online Job Day Germany, my name is Valerie and I work for the TMS team in Bonn. It is my great pleasure to present the EURES targeted mobility scheme, which will be of great help to you should you decide to work in Germany, another EU country, Norway or Iceland. If you have trouble finding work in your home country, you have encountered many obstacles to working abroad, and you are now looking for dedicated support to help you seize a job opportunity in another European country to acquire new knowledge and skills, it can be very beneficial for you to seek help from a EURES advisor and to apply for TMS funding. I would like to start with a broad overview over job mobility in Europe. I will then talk about TMS objectives, our target groups, the requirements, the application process and how you can apply. After giving you the contact details and links to websites, we will hopefully have some time for questions. Before we look at the modules and the application process, I would like to give you a broad overview over where TMS is located within the wider scope. The TMS projects are funded by the European Union. As EU citizens, we have the freedom of movement, which allows us to take up work in any EU member state. Under the Act of Freedom of Movement, the EURES network, which stands for European Employment Services, aims at reaching specific groups of job seekers and helping fill vacancies in specific sectors in Europe. The EURES program helps to match suitable applicants with open vacancies and to facilitate job mobility, job hunting and recruitment. Targeted mobility scheme is part of the EURES strategy, and there are several TMS projects implemented at the moment. TMS supports and facilitates professional mobility. It wants to ensure that European citizens can benefit from the same opportunities despite language barriers, cultural differences, bureaucratic challenges, diverse employment laws, and a lack of recognition of educational and professional certificates across Europe. TMS supports and facilitates labor market integration on fair conditions. Fair conditions include, most notably, a fair work contract and a fair salary. TMS offers support options for both job seekers and companies. It aims to help EU nationals that need tailored assistance to find a job, a traineeship or an apprenticeship in another EU country, Norway or Iceland, and to support employers to find qualified and motivated workers. Our current projects are Your EURES Job 1 and Your EURES Job 2. Our two old projects, Your First EURES Job and Reactivate, run out in June. Who is our target group and what are the requirements to apply for TMS funding? You are at least 18 years old but have not yet reached retirement age. You have a European citizen in any of the EU member states, Norway or Iceland, or an EU long-term residence permit, and you would like to work in another EU country, Norway or Iceland. You are looking for a job, an internship, or a vocational training, and there are offers which match your qualifications and your desired field of training. The job for which you are applying or which you wish to start has a minimum duration of 6 months, covers at least 50% of a normal working week, and complies with the legal and collective agreement regulations. As for companies seeking help to find the right candidates, your enterprise has to be amongst the small and medium-sized ones, meaning they cannot exceed 250 employees. You can apply for the following support modules. One of the biggest hurdles to start working abroad is usually the language in the destination country. You can therefore apply for financial support for a preparatory language course in your home country. It may be a classroom course or an online course, in a group or one-on-one, with a private teacher or in a language school. You are free to choose whatever you think fits your needs best. You can apply for one-time financial support for traveling to a job interview or several job interviews combined in one trip. Once you have a job offer, you can apply for financial support for your relocation. If you have special needs because you find yourself in a disadvantaged situation, socially, economically, educationally, or physically, or you live in one of the 9 outermost regions of the EU member states, for example, Guadeloupe or the Canary Islands, you can also apply for additional travel allowance in combination with either the job interview allowance or the relocation allowance. We also have a recognition allowance. This one covers costs incurring within the scope of the recognition process of your professional or academic qualifications. If you decide for Germany, we also have an integration program, so your future employer may apply to get financial and conceptual support to set up a tailored integration program in order to ensure your successful integration in Germany. Please be aware, it is obligatory to be counseled by a EURES advisor prior to application. We cannot process any applications without prior EURES advice. So before you apply for any module, you need to either contact the Migration Support Center of the Federal German Employment Services or a EURES advisor in your home country, and they will inform and support you on the following matters: labor market and working conditions in Germany or any other destination country, how to search for jobs, vocational trainings and internships, how to write a CV and how to prepare for job interviews. They can also establish contacts to employers and, of course, inform you about the TMS modules and also help you fill in the applications and send them to us. If a company is interested in setting up an integration program for the future employee or employees, they will receive help from our experienced partners Tibor and BBZ. To sum it up, here is how you apply for TMS funding. If you are an EU citizen or you have a lawful permanent permit in the EU, you are aged over 18 and interested in working in Germany, another EU country, Norway or Iceland, contact the Migration Support Center or a EURES advisor in your home country and you will receive good information on your individual demands and you will receive information on TMS funding possibilities. You will have a personal advisor who will help you in every stage of the application process. Here you find the contact details of the Migration Support Center as well as links to our helpful websites. The first one leads you to the Migration Support Center, where you will receive broad information on life and work in Germany generally. The second one is our EURES website Germany, where you get more detailed information about the German TMS modules, the application requirements and deadlines, as well as contact information. You will also find there today's presentation. And for companies interested, there's also an information sheet about the integration program. The third link leads you to the website of the European Commission, where you can search for a EURES advisor in your home country. And the last one lists the target mobility scheme of other EU countries. Thank you for your attention. I hope you got a lot of information today that will be helpful for you. The team TMS wishes you all the best and good luck with your job hunt.